Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vasundhara, Assistant Professor, Arshastra and Bheshaj, Kalpana Department, Faculty of Ayurveda Science, JAYOTI Vidyapeeth Women's University. आज हम फार्माकोविजिलेंस के टॉपिक के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. Okay, that is a modern part of Rashastra and then a very famous and very popular topic in present scenario. तो बेसिकली हम फार्माकोविजिलेंस ड्रग सेफ्टी already documents still its pharmacovigilance monitoring indigenous data is needed in every country. Reasons difference between the countries and even regions within countries and occurrence of ADR other drug related problems. Differences drug production, distribution and uses in indication, dose availability, genetics, diets and tradition of the people, pharmaceutical quality and composition of locally produced pharmaceutical product, drug interactions, basic step of reporting ADR, other related drug events, data collection and verification, interpretation and coding of adverse reaction descriptions, coding of drug, case casualty assessment and single detections, risk management, establishment of data basis, communicate to higher centers, FDA, health professional, public and international institution working at pharmacovigilance, and an example of WHO, a Department of Essential Drug and Medicine Policy at the Vasundhara Monitoring Center and Sweden. Uses of data generated through the PV monitoring, hypothesis generation, mechanism of ADR and other drug-related events and strengthening drug regulation, information, education and feedback. Need of pharmacovigilance of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani and homeopathy drug. Increased awareness and demand of Ayush practice globally raised safety issues on Ayush medicines. Documentation and monitoring of safety and efficacy of Ayush drug, highest concern globally. Ministry of Ayush, Government of India launched a National Pharmacovigilance Program of Ayush drugs. National Pharmacovigilance Program are unlimited the hands of Srimati Anita Das, Secretary, Department of Ayush, and 2008 releasing the pharmacovigilance protocol for ASU and H drug and Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathy drugs. There are three-tier system of documentation monitoring the activities of pharmacovigilance. National Pharmacovigilance Coordination Center, NPVCC, Intermediary Pharmacovigilance Center, IPVC, that is the count is 5, and the Peripheral Pharmacovigilance Center is that 100. And then Institute of Post-Graduation Teaching and Research in Ayurveda, Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar is Intermediary Pharmacovigilance Center. What is pharmacovigilance? First of all, what is pharmacovigilance? Pharmacovigilance is the science and activities relating the detection and assessment, documentation, understanding, and presentation of adverse effect and any other drug-related problems. What is the adverse drug reaction? That is ADR is the response of drug. ADR is the response of drug which is noxious and unintended, which occurred at doses normally used of a man for a prophylaxis, diagnosis, and therapy of disease for the modification of physiological functions. And then इसके बाद हम बात करते हैं aims of pharmacovigilance. Aims of pharmacovigilance is that the early detection of unknown adverse reactions and interaction. Second, detection of increase the frequency of the adverse reactions, identification of risk factor and possible mechanism underlying the adverse reaction, quantitative estimation of benefit and risk analysis, dissemination of information needed to improve drug prescribing and regulation. Ultimate goal of pharmacovigilance. What is the ultimate goal of pharmacovigilance? The rational and safe uses of medical drugs, the assessment and communication of risk benefits of drug on the market, educating and informing patients, community, safe uses of medical drugs, educating, informing patients, and communicating. Combo for a pharmacovigilance of Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, and homeopathy drugs. Potential explore the unexplored activities of drugs, data generation, systematic documentation for drug safety, What to report? All adverse reactions suspect to have been caused by ASU drug alone and along with any other drug, all suspended drug interaction, all adverse event during to just after the medication, and even of suspected as a late communicants of medication. And second is lack of efficacy and suspected pharmaceutical defect. Reaction to any other drug which are suspected to significantly affected a patient's management, including reactions suspected of causing death, life-threatening risk, hospitalization, disability, and persistence of disability. Maybe it will be significant, persistent, and permanent. Congenital anomaly required intervention and prevent the permanent impairment on damage and any other intolerable discomfort. How to report ADR and ADE suspected ADR? A special reporting performer is made available all the Pharmacovigilance Center, e-version and performer also available in website of Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar, and will be available on the website of PPCC, RPCC. Anybody who suspect to have experienced observed ADR to be reporting in the format of nearest pharmacovigilance center through the healthcare and professional absolute confidentiality will be maintained regarding the identity of informer. What happened to information submitted? The revised information on ADR will be handled confidentially, Peripheral Pharmacovigilance Center. The revised information on ADR will be handled in confidentially. The revised information of ADR will be handled in confidentially. Peripheral Pharmacovigilance Center will forward the information to respective regional pharmacovigilance center who will be carrying out causality analysis. Further, the information will be forwarded to National Pharmacovigilance Center, Pharmacovigilance Resource Center. The data will be statically analyzed and forwarded to the Department of Ayush and Government of India for necessary action. So first of all, ADR will be documented. Then Peripheral Pharmacovigilance Center to National Pharmacovigilance Resource Center, and National Pharmacovigilance Resources Center to Government of India, Department of Ayush. Okay. Major causes of ADR, ADE, Ayurveda drug, negligence of classical guideline of pharmaceuticals and procurement, GCP, GSP, GMP, processing and manufactured drug formulation, therapeutics, and GCP mentioned in Ayurveda classics. Key to avoid ADR and AD, strict adherence to classical guideline of pharmaceutics and pharmacotherapeutics. To avoid ADR, strict adherence, classical guideline, strict adherence. Yeah, always follow the classical guidelines of pharmaceutics and pharmacotherapeutics. And to scope and opportunity monitoring, PV and Ayurveda, drug and research. तो इसमें आपका आएगा conventional drug development. Conventional drug development, what is prospective? Post, time, success rate, market, and sustenance and pharmacovigilance. Research on Ayurvedic drug formulation, reverse pharmacological approach. Drug discovery and developments की हम बात करें तो प्री डिस्कवरी रहेगा 1 to 6 year, 6 to 7 year clinical trials, and then 0 to 4 review and pre-case studies. Higher level of evidence. First level is the meta-analysis, homogeneous ascites and randomized controlled trial. Level second, meta-analysis of level 2 and heterogeneous level and evidence prospective comparative study. Level 3, review of level 3 evidence controlled study, retrospective cohort study. Level 4, uncontrolled cohort study and case series. Level 5, that expert opinion, case report, personal observations and fundamental and evidence, animal research in vitro, animal research idea and speculations. Safety. various pharmaceutical processing, fixed dose combination, mishrak work, drug combination, multi-component formulation, drug food interaction, anupan, snehapan, sahapan, and then pathya. To safety purpose, that is pharmaceutical processing, fixed drug combination, mishrak work, drug combination, multi component formulation, drug food interaction, that is anupan, sahapan, and pathya. Efficacy, versatility of preserve, assurance, and therapeutic efficacy, principle of compounding, synergism, and polypharmacy, combination, navayasaha, saptamrit, loha, etc. Many combination, that is navayas loha, saptamrit loha, that is highly famous examples of synergism and polypharmacy. Multi-component formulations and with processing, that is Chavanprash. Polypharmacy increased chances to ADR vice versa regulation, that is activation, inhibition of more number of receptors. Activation, inhibition, more number of receptor. Few amendable action plan for safety monitoring of Ayurvedic drug, need of monitoring safety aspect, firm belief, less evaluated in scientific manner, less published toxicity studies of commonly used raw drug of herbal origin in power, juice form in aqueous extract and not in other extract, tetragenicity, genotoxicity studies of raw drug of herbal origin, few data of drug-drug interaction poorly published, safety aspect of ASU drug and action plan. While taking history of patient, must take history of consumption of IU medicine, that is Kumar Bhratya department, pregnant ladies, and then geriatric peoples, whether dose, duration, anupan, frequency of administration, that is Amlaki, Churn, Rashatavari, Ashwagandha, Brahmi, and Shankpushpi. Safety aspect in the term of dose, duration of administration, frequency of administration, compilation of any medicines prescribed for healthy pregnant women prescribed the systemic medication of for non-systemic pathogenesis like dermal infection with local cause of dermal infections. Pregnant ladies on Ayurvedic formulation safety, that is safety for 1 month in saturated body level, safety for in a view of continuation in pregnancy, needed data of patient multipara who do not have history of abortion and primary gravida without any contraceptive measure, active marital life, receiving medications, patient receiving Rasaushadis medicine containing Vishvarg Dravya below cited medicine and got convinced hypertensive patient, that will be Sarvagandha Ganvati, diabetic patient in diabetic patient is the Lagu Malini Vasundhara's result is very good, and then Namejwa, Saptamar Prabhadi, Vijay Saradi, Guruchi, and Chandra Prabha Bhatti also we can give in diabetes patient, and then Tamakshwasa, Shwaskotaras, Amlapitta, that is Sooth Shekar, Ampachani Vati, Chitrakadi Vati, Ajeen, that is Chitrakadi Vati, Ampachana, Agni Mandhya, that is constipation, Trifla, Haritaki, Aran Tel. Collection of data of Ayurvedic drug, that is potential scholar from all over the country. Thesis done, accomplished pregnancy with some medications, no published documentation on dose of view of safety, frequency of administration, doses form, duration, efficacy, and pediatric age group and pregnancy and elderly. These are the case record observation. Theses are very important. These are the documentation, observation, result and scientifically conducted, origin, research work in human clinical studies, scholars of more communities, and then thesis. So this was your pharmacovigilance topic. And next video we will continue in pharmacovigilance also. So thank you, student. Your pharmacovigilance topic is little bit completed, not complete. We will continue this in next video session.